Right, this video is a shortish video, basically showing the responsibilities of cyclists and electric bike cyclists. But also it's a bit of a double whammy, because this is also going to be showing the idiots on the road in cars and bikes that cyclists also have to put up with. So it's a bit of a double whammy, this one. Turn the cameras on. So I've got cameras front and back. There's one up there. Okay, I'll tell you what, as I say, these cameras have saved my ass so many times. It's unbelievable. So I'm going to move that along a bit. So I moved it along because I was doing something else this time. Okay, right, so power on. Alright, before I go any further, because I've put a new battery on, I want to put my trip mileage back to 0, because that way I can tell really accurately how much mileage I've got left on my battery. Because depending on if I use pedal assist 2 all the time, will depend on how much mileage I get. Okay. Let's make it easier down here. So, yeah, also I think pedestrians also, they should be held accountable for the way they use the roads. I mean, there are places to cross, traffic lights, you've got the traffic islands so you can safely cross, but do they use them? Very rare. Very rare you ever see a pedestrian use a traffic island. So I just want to address these issues. Now, there's no need to drive around, whether it be on a push bike or electric bike, like a maniac. Now, I've just driven safely, even though I was on the path. I've just driven safely. Now, if any pedestrians had been there, it wouldn't have been a problem. They wouldn't have got hurt or anything. If someone had walked out, I could have quite easily stopped and there would have been no issues. In fact, I've had no issues. I'm doing 15 miles an hour in pedal assist 2. Now, if I keep this setting on, I can average up to around 46 miles on one of these batteries. That's going up hills as well. quite steep hills I might add. There's a particular park I go to which has got a very steep hill. So obviously, you know, that's why it's important, I think, that you also pedal as well to help the motor out. That's why it's important you also use your pedals, not just be lazy and let the motor do it all. I know some people prefer to ride like that, but you're not going to get good battery results. In fact, you're going to get nowhere near what the manufacturers say that your battery is capable of. So yeah, I mean, it's, you know, because I've changed this to an 8-speed, I'm now not pedaling like a maniac. So, you know, 15-20 miles an hour, it's easy for me to pedal and actually put in some power by using the gears. Now also the other thing, obviously the cyclist should try and keep over to the left, unless it's a really tight narrow road. Like some of the side roads you can't really do that. But even when you are driving down a side road, car drivers will still try and overtake you, even on a narrow road. They don't give a shit. They really don't. Now I'm putting no effort in really. Than I would on a normal push bike, except I'm able to cruise at 15 miles an hour with ease, not getting out of breath, and I can do this for mile upon mile with no problem at all. Now we're now coming up to a pedestrian area. So, as far as I'm concerned, even though cyclists can cycle down there, pedestrians have right of way. So you have to be watching out for pedestrians. So, go down to Pedal Assist 1. I mean, today is not crowded, believe me. Yeah, no. There's nobody here this morning. It's been a Sunday morning. It's not giving you a really good idea of what it's like, but I will show you a video of what it's like when it's, say, on a Saturday. It is absolutely rammo, and you've got to be careful. You've got mothers walking around with pushchairs with babies in. You cannot afford to be speeding through. I mean, yeah, there's hardly any people here in this side street, and I could just speed through, and there's very, very little chance of me hitting anybody. But it's a bit irresponsible. I mean, how many minutes is it going to knock off the time to take you to get from one end to the other? It's going to take off nothing. We're talking minutes. which you know, for the risk of knocking someone down or knocking a pushchair over, it's really not worth it. So yeah, so this video really is the responsibility of cyclists, whether they be ordinary cyclists, unpowered, or whether they be electric cyclists, I like that, yeah. But also the sort of things that also cyclists have to put up with. Now when I can, I'll always try and use a cycle lane. Unfortunately, some people don't know which is down and which is up. And 9 times out of 10 you'll get an Uber driver come up in your down lane, like I'm coming down now. You'll get an Uber cyclist come up this lane. Oh, that's funny enough. Hey, look, here comes one now. But anyway, and you'll usually have to move over to the other lane. But as you'll see in the videos, pedestrians just walk down that lane, even though it's meant to be a cyclist lane. Rather than walking down the path, they'll walk down the cyclist lane and get in your way. So, yeah, you really have got to have your eyes about you. Really have. And then you've got the responsibility of also watching yourself on the roads, because there's just so many potholes. It's unbelievable. So yeah, there's a lot to think about for a cyclist, definitely. A lot of responsibilities. And some of the videos, clips I'm going to show you, where I do my general cycling every day, you should see some of the car idiots out there that take chances, and I don't even know how they get away with it most of the time. I really don't. And the cyclist should abide by the rules, the same as the cars have to. If you come up to a set of lights, they turn red, you've got to stop. Not just blast straight through them, which you will see on a number of these clips. So, you know, it's not only down to the cyclist, it's also down to the car drivers to give you more room. It's supposed to be 1.5 metres minimum distance from a car to a cycle. No way do they do that. Some of them do. Some are really good. In fact, some of them give far more than what they need to do. But the majority of them don't. So yeah, there's just no need for people to get hurt if people drive responsibly. I mean, the roads are very empty today, but so shortly I'm going to show you some clips of the sort of things I have to put up with every day as a cyclist, because there are some idiots out there, motorists, that take some real risks. And if you've got indicators on your bike, use them. If you haven't got indicators, use your bloody hand signals. Car drivers have to be shown what's going on. As well as cyclists. mean, cycling's a great thing. I think it's brilliant, whether it's electric or non-electric. It just gets you out and about. It gets you in places where you'd never be able to get to in a car or a motorbike. Since I've had this bike, I've done over 4,000 miles on it now. I need to look how much I've done. But yeah, it's over 4,000 miles in less than 3 years. And I just love it. Every day I have to go out. But yeah, if you just, go by the laws of the road, like any car driver has to, there's no, you're not going to gain anything by taking all these, like jumping through red lights and stuff like that. Just not necessary. So anyway, I'm now going to show you some clips of the sorts of things that I have to put up with on a daily basis, and I mean it is on a daily basis. So sit back, have a cup of tea, and I'll show you these clips. Okay, in this clip I'm on my way out to get onto Mitchell Road, and a black car comes up behind me. Right now, instead of waiting for me to just come out into the road and then go, she decides she's going to undercut me to get in front of me because she's too impatient to wait just that few minutes. So she then decides that she's going to cut me up so that she can get in front of me. Clever. So impatient. In this next clip, I'm waiting on the pearly way to turn right to drive down towards Alice's, because I'm going to go and do some shopping. So obviously I can't go even though the lights are green, but the filter's not green. So I'm waiting for a clear passage to turn right. I've got a car sitting behind me, and then turn. Just as I turn, he's so impatient, he then decides he's going to cut me up right as I'm turning round. Look. Unbelievable. Just too impatient. Couldn't wait for a few seconds just for me to get a little bit on the straight. Absolutely amazes me. And this is what I get all the time. In this video I'm coming back from shopping. I've got my trailer with my shopping in it, and a guy in a white car decides he's just going to open his door. He's not going to bother to check if there's anything coming up, and so fortunately I see him in a reasonable amount of time, so I didn't need to swerve too badly. But unbelievable. It's just, why can't people take the time to look in your mirror? It takes you 2 seconds. Well, there you go, that's the way it is. And that's just another one to add to the collection. In this clip I'm coming up towards Croydon High Street, and a kid pulled right out in front of me on a scooter without warning.
Are you fucking sure about you?
I mean, it couldn't have been more than about 8, 12 maybe. If I'd run him down, it would have been my fault. Not the fact that he just shot out across the main road. And if a car had hit him, well, we don't even bear thinking about. It was a windy day at that. In this clip I'm at South Croydon and I'm just driving up Coombe Road, and I'm coming up to the top of the lights where it goes down St Peter's Road. A guy, so impatient, he tries to get round the lights before I actually get there. You know, unbelievable. In this clip I'm travelling up to my mate Trevor's house. This is at night, as you can see, and it's minding my own business, keeping in the lane, and as I'm driving up, a car comes to the edge of the road and I think he's going to stop, but he doesn't. He comes slightly out. It's only the fact that he saw me in time, he didn't come shoot straight out in front of me, otherwise I was going to smack bang into him. Crazy. In this clip I'm waiting at South Croydon traffic lights, and just after this guy goes, look, guy jumps the lights. Could have had him. This is what you get all the time. It's just jump the lights, don't care. And I'll catch up with him in a minute. Even though he's jumped those lights. There's a copper stand right next to the road there. I've just noticed that. So in a moment, you'll see me catching up with him. And for the sake of him, I don't know, getting a minute or so in front, he risks knocking somebody down. Absolutely pointless. There you go. Come up to him. And he's riding like a maniac. Ended up going past him anyway, and I still wasn't speeding. In this clip I'm going up through the High Street and going towards South Croydon, and going at a reasonable speed that I can pull up at, and you'll see this guy just goes flying through. Unbelievable. Yeah. And again I catch up with him once we get to the end anyway, so the point in weaving and ducking. He's only got to misjudge something, and he'll knock a woman down with a pram, and that'll be it. That'll be their day ruined. Crazy. In this clip I'm coming back from my mate Trevor's house. I've just come up around the bridge coming back from South Norwood, and the guy overtakes me on the bend. I mean, if anybody had been coming up there, it would have been blind and he wouldn't have seen them coming. Just couldn't wait. So impatient. Just those few seconds. It only takes a few seconds. Somebody will be coming round the other corner, around that corner rather, and they've had it, so head on, straight away. Just because, look, and I still caught up with him, so what was the point of that? Absolute waste of time. There you go. In this clip I'm coming around by Asda's because I use it as a shortcut to get to my daughter's in Castle, so it's much easier. And a van tries to overtake me on the bend with the road leading to Asda's, as you'll see in just a moment. And yeah, unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Just don't understand these people. It's a good job these cameras sync up to each other, because I can get an exact match between the front and rear camera. Here he comes. So yeah, he's indicating right, that's fine. And then he comes round and he decides to overtake right now on the bend.
Are you fucking sure? Prick. Oh, will somebody come out the fucking corner?
In this clip, coming down my road, woman walks straight out in front of me, never even bothered to look. Now if I'd been a car and I've been hacking it down there like most of them do. She would have copped it. She would have been dead, and the baby would have been dead too. Crazy. In this clip I'm on the way to my daughter, so I'm coming up to the top of the hill where the lights are to turn right down Carshalton Road. I'm indicating plenty of time, and
Fuck off.
I go to turn and the guy bids me because I won't let him round me because I'm still turning. So then he decides he's going to then overtake me. There he is. Twat. And I believe I actually do eventually catch up with him anyway. So again, no, another waste of time. Unreal. And this is what it's like. Nearly every other day there will be something like this. Right, I'm just travelling down by the dump in Croydon, and I'm on the way to the park, Warner Park. So I'm just about to turn left now. This is the road the dump is in. Can't remember the name of the road off the top of my head. And I'm coming down, there's cars coming up obviously, and I'm keeping hard over to the left. And then, just as his car's clear, a blue car decides it's just going to pull out. And I dodge round him. We don't even bother to check to see if anybody's coming down. Twit. There you go. So yeah, I just carried on my way after that, that's it. Right, this next clip is unreal. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw it. A guy runs across the road with a kid in his arms, right now, in front of me. I'll tell you, I don't know what's the matter with all I've said, we've gone balmy, I think. Yeah, crazy. Just another day. In this clip, I'm just about to pull out of my road, and there's a van coming down on the left. Now this guy jetted in forward, so I'm following right on his bumper almost. Alright, getting ready to go. This van ain't going to stop for no one, because as I pull out behind this car, this van's still carrying on coming. And then he overtakes me just a little way up here. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I tell you, just so impatient, and right on me. Crazy. Yeah. Delivery vans are one of the worst, I think. Right, this road is called Dennet Road and I'm on my way home. Now, most of the time this road is chock-a-block with cars, both sides. So, you know, unless you go down the middle of it, otherwise you'll get people trying to get past you. Right now, here it gets clustered. And look, guy in a 4x4 overtakes me, squeezes me into the side. Doesn't even give a shit. There you go. And that's how it is. So unless you're right bang in the middle of the road, they're going to try and overtake you, and then they'll be bibbing you then to get you out of the road.
Oh, here we go, scooters. Right, yeah, scooters are the other thing. They're mental cases as well. They just nip in and out. Don't give a shit whether you're a motorcyclist or a cyclist or a car. So yeah, I always like to try and keep over as far to the left as I can, so I'm not in anybody's way. But also, car drivers have to realise that the sides of the roads are terrible. They've got potholes in them,
You've got sunken drains. So sometimes we have to come out to avoid them. We've got no choice. And if you see a pedestrian approaching a crossing, you should get ready to brake. You see, now there you go. Nothing you can do when you've got a van stuck in the middle of your bloody lane. And a tree stuck between two lanes. I love the way they've worked the system out. Brilliant. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this selection of road rankers. Okay. And there'll be another selection up soon, no doubt. I have plenty more where these came from. So please subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to put any comments down there so I can answer them for you. Okay, so take care, see you again soon, bye.